The Nike Pegasus 36 is the latest edition of one of the most reliable shoes ever made and Nike's best-selling shoe of all time. The Pegasus 35s that were released last year received a major redesign. This model is very similar to last year, but are the Pegasus 36 an upgrade? Let's break them down first. The outsole, it is the same as last year with a waffle design and durable rubber for multi-surface traction. I will tell you a little story about this outsole a little bit later, but trust me when I say that it works really well on every surface. The midsole is unchanged as well. It still has cush long with full-length zoom. I was hoping that they would include React foam in this model, but they didn't, which is my opinion a lot better. But the cush long and full-length zoom still works really well. The only bad thing about this midsole, by experience, is that it shows creasing immediately, but I am all about performance, so it's all good. The style of the Pegasus 36 is identical to the 35s, but the upper is the part of the shoe that has required some changes. It is still a dual layer design, well, a dual layer one-piece seamless mesh, and it has one large swoosh on the outside and one on the inside that are both glued on. The reflective stripe on the back of the shoe is actually a little bit more visible and thicker than the previous model. They also kept the 4 flywire cable system that are considerably more visible than before, but I am sure that the lockdown will be as good as always, keeping your foot secure. On February 5th, 2019, I took the Pegasus 35 to San Francisco for a half marathon coastal run. It was the second hardest physical thing I have ever attempted or completed. It got pretty bad. It was mostly uphill, it was mostly trail, I got rained on, it was super cold, it was very windy. I mean, I was miserable, but 16 miles later, not 13 like they said. I don't know if I got lost and did an extra 3, but it was 16 miles later, I crossed the finish line. The Pegasus performed just as I expected. That's why I took them. Sadly, it was a one-way trip for them. But when I came back from San Francisco, I bought me another pair right away to help me train for my first full marathon 2 months later. The Pegasus 35s, which is these, were my main training shoes for runs and strength training and everything. But I did not hesitate to get the Pegasus 36 when they came out. I know what they can handle, thanks to the 35. I know virtually they are the same shoe, but I am still gonna test them out. For this ultimate performance test, I'm gonna run mini 5Ks as fast as I can, and I'm gonna post the best time. I'm gonna do my best, even though it's 100 degrees out there in Dallas. Heat is my weakness, but I'll do my best. I will also wear them to work, for casual events, for strength training. Basically, I'm not gonna take these shoes off until I'm satisfied testing them. All this, at the same time, I'm gonna test for breathability, flexibility, comfort, lockdown, all while wearing various socks. Just in case I get a blister or I don't get a blister, I'm gonna provide all the feedback I can after I'm done with them. Also, focus on the different surfaces that I train. That's the main focus, because we all live in different places, and they're gonna perform differently depending where you live. I do everything outside, so you won't see any indoor activity. It's just not my style. I don't like to train with people. I don't like to train with groups or anything like that, just by myself. I don't have good form. I'm not fast, but I'm not trying to compete against anybody except myself. I'm not thin, and I have sort of a white foot with a low arch, but the objective is to find out if the Pegasus 36 are worth our hard-earned money. The Pegasus line goes way back. It has a reputation of being a good running shoe with plenty of versatility. Personally, it is my favorite shoe of all time. I've been wearing them for a few years now. I'm gonna put the Pegasus 36 through what may seem useless to you, but nobody on earth does it like me. Right now, I have said too much. I am motivated, I am ready to go. This is the ultimate performance test for the Nike Pegasus 36. Let's go. That was the ultimate performance test for the Nike Pegasus 36. I hope you enjoyed the montage. Unfortunately, I could not finish the test due to injury. A few years ago, while I was playing basketball, I hurt my calf pretty bad, and it put me out for like 6 weeks or 8 weeks. I don't really remember, but my calf's never really been the same since. That's why I wear a calf sleeve on my right leg most of the time. So about 12 days ago, while I was testing these out during one of my post-run exercises, I felt it pop again. I'm okay right now, but it's still tender, but it's gonna take a little while to heal again. So this all started back in like September 2018 when I did the Dallas We Run This Town 5K. It was pretty embarrassing. I thought I was gonna do very well, and I said, you know what? Never again. So after that, I trained really hard. Like the beginning of October of 2018, I did 3 half marathons and a full marathon. And right after the full marathon, I only took like 2 weeks to rest, and I guess it wasn't enough. Eventually, it caught up to me, because when these came out, I'm like, man, I'm gonna go all out and really test these out. So it popped again. I'm getting better. We'll see. But I had a good feel for them, so let's break them down. Let's start with the outsole. It performed just as I expected. It is flawless on wood, carpet, grass, gravel, anything you can think of. I tested them on, and it performed really well. Very durable, flexible. When they talk about, oh yeah, rubber for multi-surface traction, it's true, believe it. The midsole also performed just as I expected. Just like the 35s, with the Cushlon and the full length zoom. For a foot like mine, like I said, I have sort of a wide foot with a low arch. Man, it was great. I know the React foam is a little bit softer, but the Cushlon full length zoom, man, for anything I did, walking, running, jumping, it was responsive. It was soft. It was just good for everything I did. It was flexible. Also, the midsole was pretty flexible. You saw all the exercises that I did. It was great. The one thing I do not like about the midsole is that it shows wear immediately. Check it out. All that creasing, it's going to show immediately after you try them out. But other than that, midsole, good. As good as I think this upper mesh material is on this shoe, I think it has one major flaw. They might be a little too flexible. Not flimsy. Like I said, the upper material is very durable, but it might be a little too flexible. I was doing some football drills and I felt like my ankle was gonna roll, but I still love it. Final conclusion on the Nike Pegasus 36. I have a soft spot for the Pegasus. I've been wearing them for the past 6 or 7 years, and I think the Pegasus 36 have been the best so far for my needs, for my foot. Like I said, I have sort of a wide foot with a low arch, and they just fit perfectly. Length, width, thanks to the Flywire, they were adjustable. I wore them every day for almost 3 weeks. I did everything with them. I ran interval training. I wore them for work, just anywhere and everywhere. I hardly took them off, only to sleep. And I'm going to continue wearing them when I train for my half marathons or my full marathon again in 2020, March, I think. Anyways, I'm going to do another one. And these are going to be one of my main training shoes. So I really love them. The breathability, the comfort, but most of all, the versatility. Like I said, I can do anything with them and I can take them anywhere, and I trust the Pegasus line. I think that's why I've gotten them year after year. You know, I never really hesitate to buy these when they come out, even though I buy them at full price with my hard-earned money, but I think they're worth every penny. If I missed anything, please leave a comment or follow me on my Instagram and hit me up. And feel free to ask me any questions. And maybe I missed something, or maybe we could just talk. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Steve Zill out.